What's that really famous like self-help book? It's like
Call Her Daddy.
The Art of Not Giving. Right?
Probably. Yeah.
It's called The Subtle Art of Not Giving.
Yeah.
You should cut that. That's going for the Patreon because I think YouTube it cuts monetization if you say in the first 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
They reversed it this year and then they went back to it this year. I forget why.
It's like Overwatch.
Yeah.
It's Overwatch 2, and now they're just Overwatch. So what?
Welcome back. I think this is the episode of the podcast where by the end of it we're going to figure out what the name of the podcast should be.
Okay.
I think that's a point.
Okay.
Something we need to talk about today. We have a special guest here with us today. This is, as you might remember, this is Dan, otherwise known as Ben, another 3-word name.
And it's another 3-word name, John, with no H, like John Favreau.
Yeah.
Or John.
Whoa. We don't talk about
Patreon,
that.
which we have now. Link in the description if you guys are interested in checking out our Patreon. There's going to be extended episodes of this podcast, and there's going to be a ton of other stuff there as well that we're really excited about.
No.
So our friend Dan, he's down from Long Island today because we're shooting some fun stuff tonight and tomorrow. As a lot of birds. Third theme of the episode today is birds. There are a lot of birds around us. There are chickens running loose over here. The pigeons just got let out of their coop right there. They're chirping in every single direction right now. It's a little overstimulating, but birds are the theme of the episode today.
Bird is the word.
Bird is the word. Just keep that in mind as we move on with the rest of the podcast. Look out for more bird nods. But we're going to be filming some fun stuff today. We discussed in the last podcast that we have been doing a lot of behind-the-scenes work for our show Tapes I Found at the Thrift Store. And all of that is finally being realized, being materialized, being shot, being filmed, and edited.
This is true.
Chicken just ran.
That was very distracting.
I don't know if you guys heard that. We had a little chicken noise.
It's a bird
They
nod.
made their famous noise. Oh, that was something that I actually, the other day, when I was like, we're probably going to record a podcast when Dan comes, I was like, I need to bring this up.
Good. Definitely.
And now that I'm sitting here and I'm like, I'm about to bring it up, I'm like, I feel a little stupid about saying out loud that I wanted to bring it up, but I wanted to get what you guys think about this. Seagulls have like 4 pre-programmed noises that they make, and they all make the same ones. How do they know that? You know what I'm talking about? How all seagulls, no matter where you go in the whole world, they make the same 4 noises. Where it's like, and then sometimes they do the,
Oh, so you're talking about the pattern, not necessarily like the noise itself. Okay.
Also,
I guess all birds kind of do that. They have
I was
calls,
gonna say, I feel like certain animals definitely have like their own collective language. Even pigeons, to a degree. Anytime you pass a pigeon, they make the same noise, pretty much.
Yeah. I think I found that specifically interesting because I'm around seagulls so much.
Mm-hmm.
And especially when you're at the beach and you're hearing that sound all day long, you're like, they really just make the same 4 sounds every time.
Mm-hmm.
But
Like robins also have a particular call. I feel like same pattern. Like especially like baby robins. The sound of a baby robin makes me really sad. Cause I just think of like a little baby by itself, like crying for its mom. It makes me really sad. But like I'd wake up to that sound every summer morning, and it was the same exact sound. Like I guarantee it wasn't the same robin, but I'm sure it was a robin baby calling out for somebody.
yeah, and there's that. It was like the whippoorwill makes that noise.
Which one's the whippoorwill? Is that the?
I just know it's the one that's going off in the background of Forest Friends. Because I remember when we were recording, Stanley was like, there's a whippoorwill out here. And then he put the sound in post as well. But I forget what the sound is. I just know that everybody knows it when you hear it.
Yeah.
I think Wendigoon pointed it out as well when he watched Forest Friends. He was like, I hear a whippoorwill.
That's crazy.
He's a birder.
Wendigoon confirmed a birder.
He knows about the seagulls? I was going to say, I think...
Wendigoon, if you're watching this, leave a comment. What are your thoughts on the seagull situation?
Yeah, enough lurking, bro. Like, we know you're watching, but not commenting. But I was going to say the seagull language is probably like, it's just for like types of food that they spot. Like one sound is probably for like chips, french fries, and then one is like meat. The other one's like ice cream or something. Like that's all they care about.
the housing development I live in, there's a big, I like to call it a desert. There's just a big lot of like sandy, unused land. Probably gonna be developed into something later, but there's so many hawks and turkey vultures that just circle that area. And I went for a walk there today, and I saw a big family of turkey vultures just staring at me. But then, like, when I get near them, they fly off. And I was thinking, wouldn't it be scary if hawks and vultures had the same confidence as seagulls? How seagulls will just get in your face and shit and don't care. Like, imagine if vultures and like bigger bird, like predatory scavenger birds like that, were just getting in your face. How scary that would be.
Yeah. The hawks try to get the pigeons around here sometimes. I was having my coffee outside one day, and a hawk was swooping toward the pigeon coop, and it went like 6 feet in front of me. Like I could have like almost reached out and grabbed it.
Yeah.
Like, holy fuck.
When you're like face to face with one, and like you see all the detail in their face, it's freaky.
Everything about them is just sharp. If I had to pick a word, like they're sharp.
Like, I love animals to death. Part of why I'm a vegetarian, but I gotta admit something. I know you know this, but
It's a safe space.
I do have a phobia of birds. Not that I hate birds or anything. It's just like something about. Maybe it's the fact that they were like dinosaurs. I mentioned that earlier, but I think that just kind of scares me because you see it in their facial features. You see these like cold eyes, and that scares me.
So, knowing that right now, I would say, how do you feel right now being on this dock? No avenue of escape other than through this giant pasture of birds in front of us.
Yeah,
right now.
I told Dan when I first got here that the one really fluffy chicken that you have over there, the white one, that freaks me out because it's the same fur pattern. If you look at the like sculptures people have made of velociraptors, of like where the fur is on them. So like that guy was a velocipastor like a couple million years ago. It's fucking scary.
Shout out Velocipastor.
Did I say velocipastor?
Did you not mean to say that?
No.
Shout out
Sorry.
Velocipastor
Sorry.
on
Where you going
Amazon
with that?
Prime.
Sorry, Freudian slip. I just was thinking of that awesome movie. Sorry. What's everyone's? Let's talk about Velocipastor for a second. Velocipastor is kind of, I don't want to say an anomaly, but it's a rarity for me. It's an intentionally bad movie that's really funny. And it's very rare to make something intentionally bad that's so funny. So I want to ask you guys, what's your favorite intentionally bad movie, show, thing?
First thing that came to mind was Check It Out with Steve Brule. Does that count?
Oh, yeah.
I think it'd probably be that. There's a couple SNL skits with Kyle and Beck. They don't really, Veers is one, and then there's the one with Ryan Gosling. Those are very good. Recently I have been thinking about like what makes those funny. Because I was like going through old screenshots on my phone. I did a lot of stuff, and I had a screenshot of the credits where it's just like people not like characters not in the sketch at all. It's like Michael Stevens as AJ. It's like that. Why is that funny? It just doesn't have anything to do with anything. Like any random person would see that and be like, don't care. Like that's not even like register as anything. And then I see that, and it's the funniest thing in the world to me. Why?
Because like, just recently I was talking to my friends about the Toxic Avenger movies from Trauma, and specifically the fourth one might be the most offensive movie ever, but it is kind of a masterclass of like so intentionally bad filmmaking that's funny. That movie just has like a very overt camp quality to it, something that like is intentionally made to be terrible, like unwatchable, but it's a masterpiece. It's a very particular entry in the on cinema world called Our Cinema. This is so unwatchable. Every detail about it is so perfect of like how unwatchable. Like I would not recommend anybody watch this.
So I went searching for one thing, and I came back with three, okay?
Okay.
So my number one pick, the thing that I was looking for, it's called Nebraska City. I don't know if I've ever shown you this. I don't think I've ever shown you this. It's so niche. I think it only gets like 600 views an episode. Because I remember I commented on one of these, and I was like, this is the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. And the guy who makes it replied and just said thank you with like a period. I was like, thank you. It's like, what's that YouTube channel called? Because that was going to be one with Dracula Flow on it.
Yeah.
Plumcore Records is one of them. It's a Plumcore vibe where this guy writes these sketches, and the writing is hilarious, but he hires like random people off of Craigslist just to read them deadpan. And it's like a sitcom. It's written as a sitcom, but it's like shot flat on an iPhone with Craigslist actors, and it's the funniest thing I've ever seen. So check out Nebraska City on YouTube and on TikTok. And then the other thing, I've shown you this before, real caving nightmares on TikTok. So
I forgot about the.
There was a point in time where the Nutty Putty Cave incident was like huge and everybody was making reels about it.
Yeah.
And this guy capitalized on it by making an entire TikTok account based on like top 10 caving deaths, but they're all fake and they're all fucking extremely hyperbolic, where it's like man suffocates in asshole of flame cave, and then it's like he went into the 2-inch diameter hole and fucking blew up, spontaneously combusted. Thankfully, rescuers arrived on the scene 30 seconds later. It's every video is like he goes into the hole, explodes, gets shot 80 times, and then rescuers show up. And I just love the picture. The profile picture for the account is fucking incredible. I want to put it on the screen. I'm going to show you guys. It's like a guy screaming. What if we like, anytime I say or somebody says that's going to be for the Patreon, we leave it in but we censor it, and then we stop the censor and we're like, that's going to be for the Patreon, so everybody has to go buy it.
We should put up those anti-piracy video game things to really scare people into getting the Patreon.
Nintendo DS and close it now.
After 10 productions, anti-piracy screen. What would it be?
How do you explain stuff that you find funny to people? Because I think
you just show it to them and then they don't laugh.
And then you're like, you want to go get something to eat now?
Should we go to Wawa?
You need something to drink?
certain things for me that are interesting, because like I watched Beers with Dan. You showed it to me for the first time when I was staying with you, and I thought it was the funniest thing ever. And then I showed it to my sister kind of begrudgingly, because I was like, I don't know if she's gonna find that funny. She found it hilarious. I was like, oh damn, okay, cool. But then if I show her like anything else, like if I showed her The Mask, like the Conor O'Malley thing, she did not laugh once at that. And I've shown her other Conor O'Malley stuff, she does not find it funny at all. And I'm like, dude, like, it's kind of hard to pinpoint down someone's like humor.
I think like with Beers, like you have to have a decent sense of what sitcoms are like and sort of what level are approaching the audience, I guess, in a sense, and what makes like good acting or bad writing or good whatever on one of those shows. And it's not like there's not a specific gimmick in that, I guess, besides their delivery being flat, kind of.
Yeah, it's not satirizing really anything. You know what it is? I feel like we've seen so many parodies of sitcoms that this, like, Beers doesn't even really care about getting the aesthetics right of a sitcom. Everything about it makes no sense. Yeah. Like the casting of Larry David in it makes no sense.
Isn't he like their cousin?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Cousin Mario. Hey, it's me, your cousin Mario. I'm here. Like Kyle comes down at night, and you know it's nighttime because the lights are off, and he's got a robe on over his clothes, like his full like pants and like button shirt. And I think like that like waving in reaction to Mario, cousin Mario throwing the chair at him, like that's what it is. That's funny, but it's hard to describe that.
Having one thing in there that has nothing to do with anything else, because then it's almost like you can compare it to like a jump scare, where I kind of noticed when I was watching Obsession, there's only one moment at the beginning of the film where there's like a jump scare, like a traditional one where it just like plays a piano sting really loud and she like runs away. The rest of the movie, anytime there's a jump scare, it's either just somebody yelling and you get scared by the loud noise, or it's just something flashes on the screen really quickly. Where like I think there's something to having something absurd towards the beginning, and then for the rest of whatever the thing is, you're ready for anything, and you're already in that headspace of like something really funny could happen at any point, and you're expecting something funny. Or like, on the opposite end, you're like, I could get jump scared at any moment, and you're just like waiting for anything.
I was petrified. Like, I'm a big boy. I'm 26. I was watching it like this. We were also really close, like in like the third row from the screen, so I was watching it like that. But I used to not be able to go in haunted houses as a kid. Like, I would cover my eyes like that. It's because, like you said, like it sets you up for things to, like, you know, there could be a jump scare. You know that like things could just keep getting crazier, and you don't know what's next. I was ready to have like the hyper realistic blood, like the scary eyes come out. That never. I guess there's that one scene she's in the corner. It's kind of like that. She had the makeup on. That was a fucking good scene.
That scene was like, I felt like I was gonna throw up during that scene. I was literally like, that was like, I think I was telling John about this. I always was the same way. I always had to cover my face, but I feel like I'm getting to be a big boy. I can stomach shit now. And even that scene, I was like, I can't watch this. It's too much.
Yeah, it's a lot of guys are really understanding the message very clearly and posting letterbox reviews like, dude, my girlfriend called me when I left the theater, whatever, I was so scared. It's like, go fuck yourself, you're just fucking idiots. Sorry, I got really angry thinking. Question for you guys, is Obsession the best horror movie you've seen this decade?
Yeah. When
Yeah.
did Nope come out?
2022.
I'd say it's better than Nope. If it was... I thought they were both pointing at me. I was like... What do we think is the best out of those 3 Jordan Peele movies?
Nope. I think Nope's the best.
Yeah. Nope. I was expecting a little bit more esoteric, freaky stuff.
Yeah, it didn't come until like the ending.
And there wasn't that much in it either. Like the scene where everyone gets eaten and swallowed up.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is that?
I really liked Nope the most because to me, Get Out was solid. But I talked about this with Hunter, where I kind of didn't like how Get Out was, here's the scary thing and then here's the funny thing. Obsession was brilliant of like, I don't know how he pulled it off, Curry Baker. But he pulled it off beautifully, where like funny shit was still happening in scenes where I was terrified. Weapons 2 was like that, where it's like, here's the funny scene and then here's the scary thing. But Nope to me, yeah, no, I thought the blend of the two genres was good, and I just thought like the whole approach to the aliens and everything was really unique.
Us.
I don't like Us.
Us.
I like Us, but I don't like you know. I liked Tim Heidecker's performance, and it was pretty funny.
Is he in that? Oh yeah,
He remember he goes like that.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, never mind.
I haven't seen Get Out, Us, or Nope. I don't know what, but when you said like Tim Heidecker's in that movie, and I was like, he is. Oh yeah, he is. That flash of realization on my face was, I don't know why, I was thinking of his scene in fucking
Ant-Man. Yeah.
When he's on the boat or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, he is in that movie. I'm thinking of Ant-Man.
He's in Ant-Man 2. That's
in Ant-Man 2.
In the On Cinema lore, Greg gets a role in Ant-Man 1 as like a Baskin-Robbins manager. And then Tim, I didn't even know this until I watched On Cinema. Tim gets a role in the Fantastic Four movie that Josh Trank made. And they both come out at the same time, both movies, so it's like a joke where it's like Greg and Tim are like comparing like what superhero movie they're in. But then Tim like gets revenge at Greg because then he gets in the sequel. He gets in Ant-Man and the Wasp, right? And I totally forgot that until I was watching on Cinema. I was like, oh yeah, he was in Ant-Man and the Wasp. I completely forgot about that.
Reminds me of when we saw Ant-Man and the Wasp in the movie
Yeah.
theater. Me and John, when we were growing up, we used to go to. We were big fans. We still are big fans of Red Letter Media.
Yes.
And they had a little bit called Nerd Crew, where they would satirize the people who did like Star Wars, Marvel podcasts.
That's my other intentionally bad.
Yeah,
thing
we
on
love
my
Nerd
cruise.
Crew.
I love
Check out Nerd Crew if you haven't. And we would do our own rendition of that, where whenever a new Star Wars or like Marvel movie would come out, we'd go to Target and get like the shittiest Marvel or Star Wars merch we could find, wear it all, and then go to the movie and we'd clap at everything. And everybody would clap with us every time.
No way.
For Solo, I specifically remember I got an X-Wing tie. I wore like an X-Wing tie and like a Star Wars like dress shirt or something.
I have some pictures of us. We will put the pictures up here.
You got me a framed photo of us during
Yeah.
Solo. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's awesome.
But I remember the two highlights of the time of my life was we were watching Solo. I don't think we broke a single time. We were in character, clapping, being like, "That's awesome." Remember that character? Darth Maul shows up, and I could feel the tension. We were about to break, and we were like, "Wow, that's so awesome!" And then Darth Maul takes out his lightsaber, for no reason, and then goes away. And it's quiet in the theater. I go, wow. And then me and John just broke, like scream laughing in the theater. And then the other big thing that we still quote to this day was we were watching Ant-Man and the Wasp, And spoilers for Ant-Man and the Wasp. At the end of the movie, the post-credit scene, the Thanos snap happens. In case you didn't know. And then, you know, everybody turns to dust. And everyone in the theater is going, whoa, wow, my God. And then I yell, Thanos in the house. And the guy next to me goes, yeah, with a battle axe in his chest. I didn't know what to say. I'm just looking at this guy, fucking gobsmacked, like...
Oh, yeah.
Ran out of space on the computer, and the computer's on like 4%, which means it's time for us to get going. The sun's also going down. We're gonna be shooting a little something out in the woods, a little scary something. Tapes I found at the thrift store. So keep an eye out for that. It's gonna be fun. You know, we got some fun. We're collaborating with some fun people on this one, and then the Small Town Scares as well. GoFundMe link in the bio description.
Yeah.
No one.
We're done. We're gonna go. Goodbye.
Oh, fuck.
Did it just die? You think it's saved? Or we just